Managing payroll in live theater is no small task. With multiple unions involved in a single production, each with its own requirements, the challenges can pile up pretty quickly. To talk to us about this today is Sarah Galbraith, President of Checks and Balances, and Ryan Lympus, Product Services Manager at Checks and Balances, about how their highly specialized teams manage these complexities while staying ahead of tech advancements. Welcome, Sarah and Ryan. Great to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So Sarah, why does live theater require a specialized payroll company?
There are a number of things that make live theater a one-of-a-kind business. A single Broadway show can have 14 different unions on its payroll, and each of those has its own dues rate, its own vacation accrual, its own union benefits. Wages can be paid on hours, days, weeks, or even an individual performance, which is not something you see anywhere else.
Yeah, and the managers that handle payroll are juggling a ton of other tasks every day. There's no payroll clerks, and they're often running up against other deadlines. So they need a payroll service like ours to partner with them and help them get the job done. At Checks and Balances, it's almost as if we speak their language.
I can see that definitely, the complexity as well as just the speed of production that you guys have to work alongside that.
We're a small team, and that allows us to give our clients the individualized attention they need. Like Ryan, everyone in our senior staff comes from a theater background, so we really understand their industry. We stay on top of tax compliance and union requirements that affect our clients. Our programming and our reporting are built for live entertainment, so our clients don't have to struggle to make a payroll service work for them. We've already done that work, and we're there to help.
In terms of the industry, how has it changed in the last 14 years?
Security and technology have changed a lot. 14 years ago, cybersecurity was not top of mind for most businesses. Now it has to be a priority, especially for a company that handles sensitive personal data. Technology has played a big role in that shift. Manual processing and paper submissions are a thing of the past. Now everything is stored and submitted digitally, and it's our responsibility to keep that information safe. All of our clients are using Cast and Crew Studio Plus for a secure portal, and it's been a major component of our cybersecurity strategy.
So Ryan, how are those changes that Sarah talked about influence the development of Checks and Balances?
Well, one of our core principles at Checks and Balances is to make payroll processing as convenient as possible for our clients. Theater's not a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday kind of job, especially if you're out on the road touring. I mean, imagine being a tour manager whose payroll processing day is also a day you're traveling 70 people from Omaha to Los Angeles. So that's why these advances in secure communication offer that flexibility to our clients to be able to prepare and review their payroll on their own schedule and securely access their information at any time, and even allow their employees easy online access to their own individual pay information. And we're always thinking ahead. Future projects include focusing on finding tasks that our clients are currently doing manually and figuring out a way, how can we automate them? Mm-hmm. Right now, we're looking at weekly union benefit reports, an easy way to help our clients save time, hopefully cut down on mistakes, and ultimately save them money as well.
So Ryan, can you describe what a typical Checks and Balances client looks like?
There really isn't a typical client for us. Mm-hmm. Our payroll platform is focused on live entertainment, and we can scale up and down for any size project. We handle almost every commercial production on Broadway, but we do national tours, off-Broadway productions, nonprofit and institutional theaters. And we even have some clients that aren't performing companies at all, but are involved in the entertainment industry in some way or another. And they could use a generic payroll provider, but because we live in their world, we're able to help them every step of the way.
Absolutely. It speaks to the complexity, right, that each production offers, and therefore the services that you provide makes sense. You have to be highly flexible.
Exactly.
So, question for the both of you. What do you find most satisfying about your work?
I started Checks and Balances because I believed that the theater business I love and the incredible people who work so hard in it deserved a better. They deserved a payroll service that understood their business, that offered tailored solutions, and that kept up with the changes in the industry, whether it's tax, compliance, unions, security, technology. We strive to be a true partner in an increasingly complex field. We can always aim higher, but when I see that how checks and balances has made payroll easier for managers and for the performers and the crew that they're responsible for paying, I'm very proud. It's very gratifying to see the changes that we've made.
When you think of live theater, you often just think about the actors that are up on stage, but you don't realize there's a slew of people behind the scenes helping make that production happen. And I guess I'm one of those behind the scenes people. And I love theater, and it's such a vibrant industry. So I'm glad that I can be part of it, but while still doing something that I'm very good at.
How do you guys see the industry evolving over the next 5 years, and how will checks and balances adapt to those changes?
The pandemic really accelerated the pace of change in the theater business, partly out of necessity, but partly because we've got this whole new generation of managers. They're younger, they're tech savvy, and they expect innovation and tech-driven solutions. And they're really driving a move to automate processes that historically have been done manually. So I think we're going to see things like onboarding, wage calculations, union reporting are all going to become much more electronic in the very near future. My goal for checks and balances is to position us to be at the forefront of those changes, offering effective, convenient digital solutions and maintaining our focus on customer service.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great plan.
I would say I'm very grateful for her to have started this company, because I was one of the first clients back in 14 years ago.
So this is a magical sort of relationship, partnership.
Thank God for checks and balances. It really did. It made a difference then, and you can see how it's going to continue to make a difference as we move forward as well.
Yeah. And I always say this too, that no matter how much technology starts to advance and become a part of the day-to-day, the customer service is really critical, and that should stay, and that becomes more at the forefront of it all as well. So great job. Thank you, Sarah and Ryan, so much for joining us today and sharing about your business and what you do and all of the magical things that are coming up at Checks and Balances. Look forward to hearing more. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.